Hi, I'm Fallen and today we'll be trying out new open beta update in automation. Since it's open beta, most of my mods will not be working likely. I've tried them, some of them load, some do not. I will be trying to, avoid using them in my build. And when it comes to the update, actual update, it changes a lot in the game itself. Basically, every single one of my builds is broken now. Their engines do not work, they do not work at all. That is due to changes in a way game calculates parameters like engine power, horsepower exactly, torque, reliability and other such engine-specific parameters. There is more new stuff in the game, like new gearboxes, CVTs, finally are in the game. You do no longer need to mod them into the BeamNG. You can create a car with CVT in automation now. Same thing goes for actual sequential gearboxes. And today I want to mess with CVTs. I thought of making, I want a square body for this. From the 80s, but it will be much more modern build overall in terms of materials. The engine build itself will be also modern. But in terms of the looks of the car, I will try to keep it squarish like it was in the 80s. These are my picks: treated steel, monocoque steel, front, longitudinal engine placement. I'd like to make it rear wheel drive. I am not sure if it will work out, we will see. Also suspension, it is double wishbone in the front and on the rear. In terms of the engine, it will be a modern build, like I said, and I am thinking of going inline 6. It does not need to be a very light capacity. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, looks like we can make it rear-wheel drive, maybe even all-wheel drive if we try to. Wonder how big of an engine we can fit there. The engine itself will be on a torquey side, as you can see, quite high bore and low stroke. Also they added the up bore, so you can make it a bit bigger without the bore itself. We can make it bigger without making the engine take more space in the engine bay. That is cool. But we've got plenty of space in the engine bay, so we are not going to use that. There is no reason to. And well, here we will be needing some performance parts, as I am aiming for, well, 1000 horsepower would be nice. I think these parts also have different stats now, and there's more of them? Not sure, that was, well, like half a year since I last played the automation. Sadly, Forged Heavy is still the best piston for a torquey engine. Okay, do we need a balancing mass? Let's go without it for now. Or now we will be going with low compression, since we are going with turbocharger or twin turbo. Let's go. I don't think the fuel system was changed much. There's this new button here, emission optimization level. I don't think it will concern us, as we are sandboxing this game right now. Probably it is quite important in campaign mode. Exhaust is also unchanged by the developers, so we don't need much here. Okay, the crank is failing right off the bat. That is unsettling. Well, I guess I will be needing that balancing mass after all, but that is for later. Right now, check out this testing tab. That is quite neat. Previously we had only one slider here to change the throttle. Right now we can change separately the throttle and the RPM itself, which is quite nice. Okay, that got quite loud. Anyway, I think the most use of it you will get in campaign mode. Well, you've got the fuel flow, you can change it, check it out, optimize it. Also, same with the emissions, octane usage on this one can be useful in sandbox builds also. Yeah, it changes live, like you can see. Okay, so we can see how much octane we need on different RPM and on different throttle levels. Now let's fix the engine, shall we? Starting with the balancing mass, of course, and it is done. Let me optimize this engine quite a bit. Let's see if I can make it squeeze this 1000 horsepower. Although these boxes here look much different than before, they are practically the same, I think. They show the same stats and such. Yeah, as you can see, we can quickly deduct what we need to change to make the engine more optimized. The only quality slider I've changed here is the one on turbo, cause, well, I wanted that 2.4 bar of boost, and it was breaking the compressor on anything above 2.2 bars. So yeah, we will be staying with this like that, and sadly we won't be getting 1000 horsepower, although we are over 1100 newton meters of torque. Also, I am not sure how the CVT will work in this car, since, well, it should keep us on the higher range, I think, all the time? I am not sure. That is the first time I am tuning anything for the CVT, so give me a break here. But still, I tried to keep some torque and horsepower on the lower end, that is why the compressor is a bit of a restrictive one. And same for the turbine. Yeah, that is all for the engine tuning. 917 horsepower and over 1100 Nm of torque. We'll see how it will work. Also, I gave it mufflers straight through, but still, so I don't go deaf in BeamNG.drive. PWM is definitely not a knockoff of any brand you know. This one, this aggressive front, is also not a knockoff of any famous brand you know. Yeah, I am not very creative when it comes to the names. The hard part here is that I've got no mods, so I have to use what automation devs gave us. That will be fun, but I haven't done that in a while, so I guess it will be a good trial of my skills, if you can say I've got them. Anyway, these lamps, headlights, I was trying to make letterings around them, but I don't know if I like them. I think I will keep it. Also, this part here, the actual headlights are broken. If I change them, they just go this thing here or go completely blank, and I can't make this other fixture because it leaves a blank space. So yeah. Well, I think I am onto something here, cause who wouldn't want cat whiskers like this on front of their car? Yeah. Okay, I think I like what I see. I haven't recorded much of it, but here you go. The front stays, the cat whiskers, if you will. The fog lights are here. Let me move this part a bit so it is a bit more centered. Front lip. It feels this, well, aggressive front quite well. I moved the bumper to the front, also added this chrome piece so it is not so monochromatic. Also, the license plate is on the side. Overall, it doesn't look that bad. I guess it is time to move to the rear, which will be awful. Before that, maybe I should give it some more definition on the front. As you can see, I gave these scoops here, so the hood is more defined. It does make it look quite a bit more decent. I guess I should give it wipers also. Or maybe one wiper? That would work, but... oh. Classic wipers it is, and now we are placing some mirrors. I think these ones fit the car well. I just need to make them more well placed. Yeah, you guessed it right. I am trying to avoid making this rear end as much as I can, to the point I started defining the side skirts. It is not much, but it can make all the difference. Door handles and the fuel cap, the antenna, and I guess I will have to take care of the back. Well, I've started making the rear end from, well, keeping this line here. As you can see, this one will be in car trim color. I don't like how it looks in chrome. I don't know, you might not agree with me, but it is not as much defined, and the reflections here look quite bad. So yeah, I will keep it in a color of car trim. Also, on the back, I think it should stay chrome. But should I move it a bit upwards? Well, I've got general idea of what I want to do here, but I do wonder if I can move this rear end a bit downwards. It doesn't look quite that bad here as of now, but I would like it to be a bit lower. Let's see. No, there's no such slider. I can only... Okay. This looks cursed. Let's not do that again. Let's get back to our squarish rear end. I guess the last thing to do here is to give this car fake double barrels. For that I need to make a cutout. I don't really remember what I used to take as my cutout for this. Yep, I found the piece, now I have to set it right and put an exhaust into it. Let me do that. They do stick out too much, so we are going for 3D placement. Let's angle them a bit and see if they fit. Okay, they are quite fine. Let's move them a bit more, mirror them, and get them a little bit bigger. Because I think we have over 4-inch exhaust in this. That will be fun to watch. And these... okay, I think they will stick out under here. Or we might need to build around it. Well, we will see. Well, anyway, I think that's all for the build, as when it comes to the designing this thing, I'm quite happy with what I made, even though the rear doesn't look that good again, but I think it shows the spirit of the era. Okay, the wheels, something simple, I am not sure what yet, but I will find something. Yeah, now we go to the fun stuff. Let's make this rear-wheel drive, as I said, and we are going with continuous, that is CVT. Top gear, and that is fun. No idea what to bring here. Well, and as I said, the pipe here sticks out. Maybe lowering it later on will help us. Anyway, yeah, 380. We can't change much here, I think. Let's go with 380. Do I have graphs? No, not yet. Okay. I will finish this and come back here. And we've got our graphs. I haven't tuned suspension yet. We'll change it later on. Let's get back to drivetrain. How does it look? What is that? So the game estimates our top speed around 430. I won't put any speed limiter here. Also, changing the gear here doesn't change much in terms of 0 to 100 speeds. It varies in about a second or so, maybe less. I guess we'll be watching this pipe from the rear. when driving this car, but well, there's not much to be done about it. The wheels are massive and have to be massive because we are suffering from terrible wheel spin issues. Okay, brakes, I've tuned them more for looks, if you can call that. You can see this caliper through the rim. It should be fine, I think. We can go a bit into the race preset, but they are mostly fine, sorry. As of now, I am not sure if it will even drive. I guess we have some aerodynamics, the downforce, but the rear is generating uplift. So we'll see about that. The last thing to do here is, well, the suspension. Let's go with preset for now, and let me tune it a bit more. Well, I guess we'll be fine like this. A bit of uncamber on the front, on the rear. This pipe bothers me a lot, but there's nothing to be done about it. Also, the suspension is quite stiff, so we should be driving just fine. Oh, also, there should be a new map here. Yeah, there it is. But I don't think it will be useful for us. I guess that is all for this build. In automation, we should try it out in BeamNG.drive now. So let me export it and we'll see ourselves there. Okay, it exported into BeamNG.drive, as you can see. Don't know if it works, we will see in a second. For the first look, it looks fine. But again, there's ESC and I did not give any traction control for this car. So yeah, the bug is still there for me, or I am just doing something wrong. Yeah, so the car works. Engine sounds like a typical inline 6. Okay, let's give it a try. Probably I should find some kind of... Oh, that is a lot of power. Okay. What I was going to say, probably I should find some kind of a straight road to try it out. Okay. Does this CVT work or does it not? Because right now we are banging on that 6,500 RPM and it doesn't seem to do anything. Let me find a straight road to try it out properly. Here, it should be fine. Let's see. Can we reach that 400 kilometers? I guess we don't. That is a disaster. Okay, again. There is no way to keep it straight. With full throttle, I am feathering it. But I guess the CVT works. Okay, right now it is full throttle. And it is going. Okay. I guess if we crash it will be spectacular. The car is still a bit too loud. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. The engine is, well, alright, next to us. Well, I guess I at least should try giving it some kind of a traction control, because right now it won't turn at all with the throttle on. I guess we are making this 1000 Newton meters of torque, but well, also, okay, this answers my question from the automation. Okay, this is loud. Here. My questions from automation. How do the CVTs work? So they keep it at almost full RPM if you go full throttle. So I guess we could try sometime in the future doing a car that is optimized only to stay on the higher range of the RPM. Or at least I think that would work like this. Again, I know nothing about CVTs. Let's try it out on drag strip where we have much more grip, and well, I think this video is quite long anyway, so we won't spend much time in BeamNG.drive. I don't remember which of my cars was the fastest for the drag speed, so I went with the Demon. It looks like it's broken. It has no color. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. No, we can't keep up with it. But I guess CVT is not really made for drag races. How much? 10 seconds. 10.7 seconds. That is... oh, quite slow. Yeah, I just noticed this car has no brakes, like at all. That is not fun also. But, well, I haven't made it to race anything, so... I guess that's a success. To make car good for nothing. At least we can full throttle it on a drag strip. Well, anyway, let's finish it off here, fly it off this hill that I'm used to. And... okay, I guess I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.